Hello, my name is Eber and I'm going to show some results from the second project created during the course Machine Learning Engineer with Microsoft Azure from Udacity.
The notebook used to create and run the AutoML experiment has already been run. You can find the code inside the Git repository, which is in the video description. I'm going to highlight two things from the notebook. One is the best model that is an output from the AutoML experiment. And the second is right here, is the pipeline which was published using the notebook. Now I'm going to show how the best model was deployed using the AutoML experiment result. First, I will access the list of experiments and details from the first executed one. Then I will access the models generated by the AutoML experiment. The best model voting ensemble was deployed using Studio after accessing details from the model and clicking on the button Deploy. Using Studio and accessing pipeline session, it is possible to see the list of pipeline runs. Returning to the notebook, it is possible to identify the name of the pipeline endpoint, which was published. And this name can be found inside Pipeline's Endpoint section.
As the deployed model, the published pipeline has an endpoint which can be used to run AutoML again. Returning to endpoint session, it is possible to access the endpoint from the deployed model. To use the endpoint, there are two important informations which can be obtained from the deployed model, which are the endpoint URL and the key used to authenticate its access. These two informations were used inside the endpoint Python script. The endpoint Python script was used to test the endpoint from the deployed model. When the script is executed, the payload sent and the response from the endpoint are printed. So this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed.